Welcome, sinners.
Hi, welcome to Tammi and the Preacher podcast. I'm Tammi.
And I'm the preacher.
And on this podcast, we're going to talk about all things sex. So strap in or strap one on and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tammi and the Preacher.
We're back.
We are back.
Ready to talk about some sex?
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about...
I knew it would lead to this one.
You and Candy. Speaking of Candy, you know she hit me up this week, right?
Well, I saw there was a text on her phone. It popped up. She left it beside me.
Why are you looking at her phone?
No, it was laying right beside me, and it binged, and I looked over. It said your name, and she snatched the phone and said, "Don't be looking at my text." And I'm like,
good on Candy. It ain't none of your business until I'm about to make it your business.
Okay.
Oh, she called your ass out.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah, she totally did. Yeah. It says, okay, I have to call Preacher out. I normally drink a 32-ounce glass of tea from Sonic. That's one time a day. Or I have a root beer, only have one a day. And in the shower, yes, I like it hot, but he never asks if we can take a shower together.
No, she asked and I declined.
She said, because I would turn down the water.
She's lying.
On a hot tub, it's been a long time since he's been in a hot tub. If he can't take the heat that I take a shower with, he sure is not going to take the heat of a hot tub. Boom.
She's lying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I have been in the shower with her before. You got to turn this down. I'm sweating, literally sweating, standing in the shower. And I turned it down, and she's too cold.
You're just a fuddy-duddy.
It was too cold. It was too cold for her and way too hot for me.
I think you're just being a fuddy-duddy.
I have climbed in the bathtub with her and broke out in a sweat. And I'm not kidding about that, literally. She can take a shower, and I walk in the bathroom, and I break out in a sweat.
Well, she texted and busted your ass out, yeah. So. I don't know, listeners. What do you think? Hit us up, dirtytalktp@gmail.com. Is Preacher being a baby?
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, that's hilarious. So how's your week been?
Oh, it's been busy.
I'm with you. I've had a busy week, too.
Had this sinus infection. I'm surprised I can even sound as good as I do.
Dude, you tell me you got a sinus infection, I get all weirded out. Like, I don't even want to be in the same room with you.
Well, this morning I couldn't hardly speak. And I was like, this may not happen tonight.
I don't like that.
It cleared up within an hour or so.
Okay. Well, we'll see. If I get sick, I'm coming to you.
I'll try not to cough on you.
Right.
And you're the one coughing. Look at this.
Yeah, but, I smoke. So, yeah. So, what's your philia for the week? Do you have one?
I have one.
I know that I've cramped your space a little bit with the piano that's on the desk and everything. I'm sorry. It's a doggy-dog world here in musician land in my house. So
yeah. Okay, I think I can pronounce this one. Autonepophilia.
Autonepophilia. Okay.
The excitement of dressing and acting as an adult baby.
Okay, like age play.
Yeah, but this is where they actually wear diapers and get that. Yeah. That's
age play does that too.
That's a little more than just age play, I think, rather than saying "call me daddy."
Well, no, I mean there's a lot of people that like to wear the diapers. And put the pacifier in the baby bottle, and they like to get powdered and.
I'm not judging, but I definitely am not into that. It does not sound fun at all.
I'm not into it either. It does not appeal to me, but it does appeal to some people. So there is a name for it, autonepophilia.
Yeah.
Wow, look, one that we both
can say it. Yes.
We don't have to go like,
And there's a lot of letters, and I was like, oh, crap, how am I going to say this? Oh, wait a minute, that's not too bad.
A lot of letters. I hate to think what people think of us. I swear to God. I promise we're intelligent people. We just don't read very well, apparently.
We done graduated the 6th grade.
You might have. I got to the 7th, damn it. And beyond. Oh, God, that's hilarious. So, do you have a subject this week?
Well, I do. I didn't know if you had anything going first or not.
Well, I do have something, but I started noticing a pattern that I am like, always first. So I figured I would be a gentleman and let the lady go first this week.
Gee, thanks. Oh, well, I was going to talk about cheating.
Okay.
Because you kind of brought that up whenever I said something about side dick, and you said we're not promoting
cheating.
Yeah. But it says like here, some websites have published unverified numbers claiming that about 40% of unmarried relationships and 25% of marriages see at least one incident of infidelity. And it says 70% of married Americans cheat at least once in their marriage. And I got all kinds of stuff on this. This is just crazy.
What's the definition of cheating to you?
Well, there's a list on that too.
Because it could vary per relationship. It depends on somebody's perspective of cheating.
Okay, and this has European and American. We'll just go with the American.
Yeah. Where we live.
Yes. For women, vaginal intercourse, 99% think it's cheating.
Okay.
97% of men. Oral intercourse, 97% of women, 96% of men. Anal, 98% of women, 95% of men. Kissing, 88% of women, 80% of men. Heavy petting, 88% of women, 75% of men. The men keep tapering off. It's not such a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
Spooning, 70% of women think that's cheating, 62% of men. Cuddling, 67% of women, 62% of men. Getting emotionally close, 70% of women, 52% of men. Sleeping in the same bed, 62% of women, 51% of men. Hand holding, 52% of women, 46% of men.
You see this trend here.
Yeah. Going out as friends, 43% of women think that's cheating, 29% of men.
So 43% of women would consider minding your relationship as cheating.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
That is ridiculous.
And the European stats was fairly close to that.
Okay, so that's my whole thing. It's your perception and perspective of cheating, and okay, the vaginal, the anal, the oral, without an agreement involved. Yes,
That's cheating.
That's cheating. Hand holding, really.
Well, you and Boner cheated because you slept in the same bed, even if it's only for a minute.
Yeah.
According to some people, that would be.
Yeah, that would be cheating.
And if one of you two spooned, then, whoa, wow.
We wouldn't know. We were drunk.
Exactly.
But see, to me, cheating is such a broad term. And not many women agree with me that certain things are not cheating. Like,
right.
Your friendship with an opposite sex is not cheating.
No.
Going out and maybe catching lunch or, maybe taking a little casino trip, not cheating. Right. These things are not cheating.
There is friends that Candy has that take her out to lunch once in a while. Well, some people would say that's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's not cheating. So, in kissing, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's like, a kiss is a kiss.
Yeah, I mean...
Every kiss begins with K.
It doesn't say whether that's kissing on the lips, kissing on the cheek. It doesn't say...
I'm sure it's mouth to mouth.
Yeah. And it says the top 5 reasons people cheat or have been tempted to cheat. For women, my partner stopped paying attention to me. The other person was really there for me. I was having doubts about my relationship. The other person was really hot, or I was bored. For men, the other person was really hot. People were hitting on me. I was having doubts about my relationship. My partner and I weren't having sex. My partner stopped paying attention to me. So it's almost flipped.
Yeah. So, well, okay. I can see those are valid reasons to want to seek something elsewhere. And this is why you and I, we literally preach communication.
Yeah.
Because sometimes these things can be resolved with open your mouth and your ears.
Yeah.
Talk and listen. But sometimes it can't be resolved. But I feel like that cheating is such a it's not a good thing when it's actually cheating.
No.
And I feel like that if you're gonna stray, or if you have strayed, you need to just give your partner a heads up, because it is humiliating and it is devastating.
Yeah.
To find out about this in the first place, let alone find out about it, say, a month later.
From a third person.
Yeah, a year later. Or 3 years later.
And then find out, well, everybody knew.
Yeah.
Except you.
Except you.
Yeah.
And it's devastating.
I dated a couple girls like that back in the day.
Yeah.
I found out years later, oh, yeah, they was messing with old so-and-so. And they actually was cheating. They was having sex.
I've had it happen to me 3 times. And I don't like the feeling. So
right.
I expressed to Max from day one and literally is still beating it in his head. If our idea of cheating is if it falls outside of our initial agreement.
Right.
And I told him if something happens outside of our initial agreement, do not, and I mean it was almost a begging, do not keep it from me.
Just tell me straight up.
I want to know straight up. Look me in my fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
Take 3 steps back out of my swing. And
or just duck.
And tell me.
Yeah.
I want to know. I do not want to find out by somebody else, and I don't want to find out later. I want to find out within that 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because then I would know how to gauge my situation. Because if something like that was to get out, I could counter it better.
If you already knew.
If I already know. Yeah. I can either choose, yes, I'm going to forgive you and we're going to have a conversation about this, or you're gone.
You go to the grocery store and your friend comes up, hugs you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Max cheating on you with so-and-so. And you'd be like, what?
Right. Or, somebody that thinks you need to know, but they just really want to be in your business and they absolutely heard about it. And they say, oh, well, guess what I heard?
Yeah.
Well, then that causes conflict.
Yes,
and
it does.
I don't want those things in my life.
It's already through the rumor mill.
Yeah.
And you can stop it right there.
I just encourage people that if you do something like that, whatever your reasoning is, give that other person the common fucking courtesy of saying, hey, this is what I've done. Because that feeling is atrocious. It truly is atrocious.
Okay. How did people meet the person with whom they cheated or were tempted to cheat?
They started a podcast together. Joking. Candy, Max, joking.
Women, 40%, they were a friend. Men, 32%, they were a friend. At work, 33% women, 28% men. Out and about, 17% women, 21% men. In a bar, 12% women, 19% men. On social media, 7.1 women, 7.3 men. On a dating app or website, 4% women, 14.9% men.
Of course.
On a business trip or vacation, 4.2% women, 6.9% men. At school, 0.7% women, 0.3% men. On a website specifically for cheating, 0.2% women and 3% men. So, yeah, that's kind of, they were a friend. At work, you get thinking about people you work with, you get to know them because you actually spend more time with them awake than you do the people you live with.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's tacky to cheat on your significant other with somebody at work, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, there's that old deal. Don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's just a tacky thing for me. I would more along the lines whether it be I met him at a bar.
Yeah,
random.
Exactly.
I would rather the cheating be random.
Yeah,
and if it's with a friend, how good of a friend are they? I would never do that to a friend, because if I know a male friend, he more than likely has a wife or a girlfriend.
Right.
Unless it's a situation like, say our current situation, because you can only compare it to your current situation. I mean, we've got Boner, we've got Fireball.
Yeah.
And we've got Ralph.
Yeah.
And
there's your trio.
Yep. There it is. And my other one is you, and you're married.
Yep.
And so I would never hurt Candy, neither would you, and you wouldn't hurt Max.
Exactly.
So my trio is those three. Wow. Okay. Thinking I might need to go find new friends. joking, boner, because you're the only one that listens. I'm just joking.
But I was like, what?
Next weekend, he's going to be sitting on the couch going, I see how it is.
Tuesday night, we're
I
going to
see
get
how
a
it is,
text.
Tammy. I see it. I ain't worth it to you. I see.
We're going to get a text Tuesday night.
Yeah, we're going to get a text and be like, well, I don't want you either. Well, I have to think about it because those three men are close enough to me like family. If I stop and I think about it, they really
they're
are.
the closest around. They're around a lot.
They're around all the time, and that would be my. If I had my window of opportunity, it would be those three, and I can't see that because, let's face it, Fireball is like a little brother.
Yeah.
Ralph is he's like my gal pal sister. Me and Boner, we're like the cousins that grew up together, you know? So it's odd. It's odd to think about it that way. And outside of that, do I have any other opportunities? No, I don't. Because I stay within my fucking agreement.
Max is sending me a message.
Oh, no.
There's a video with it that Boner sent.
Oh.
So I have to look at it later.
They need to leave us alone. We're back here trying to do our thing, not cheat. Now, what else do you have on cheating?
Oh, well, let me put my glasses back on. Because there was some numbers on it from back in the day versus now, but let's see, I gotta find them. Okay, as stated in a general social survey, and that was years ago, it said 20% of married men admitted cheating and 13% of women. But the amount of women cheating has gone up to 40% over the past several decades. So they finally...
Because they're no longer housewives.
Right, they got free.
Y'all let us out.
Yeah.
Y'all let us out the fucking kitchen and look what happens.
Unchain their ass from the goddamn stove.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. We're going to go out and we're going to do some shit because we ain't seen the world yet.
Yeah. Says younger demographics, especially with younger demographics, 12.9% of U.S. women between 18 and 24 say they've cheated. 15.9% of men. And adults over 65, only 10% of women cheated and 25% of men. So it's definitely going up. And then here was one that says black Americans cheat more than other races, with 22% of black married Americans admitting they've cheated, compared to 16% of whites and 13% Hispanics.
Bullshit. I really don't think race has anything to do with it. It's a thing.
That's the U.S. Institute for Family Studies.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's just the people that admitted it.
Right.
It's like if you was being interviewed on this deal and you was a cheater and your significant other was sitting beside you.
You're not going to admit it.
They're going to lie.
Lie like a scurvy dog. Hell no, I ain't ever cheated.
It just shows that white people and Hispanics lie more.
Yes, that's exactly what that proves. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah. But 15% of adults who grew up with both biological parents have cheated on their spouse before, compared with 18% of those who didn't grow up with intact families.
I have known a lot of couples throughout my life that still married today, but have had infidelity issues and have gotten past it.
Yeah.
And it's always been put to me that somebody's going to cheat somewhere at some point in time.
Right.
And that might be an actual fact, that there is a chance that it can happen at any point in time during the marriage.
Yeah.
It's what you do with it after that. And for men and women, I don't think that it makes you weak or insignificant or stupid if you decide to stay with that person and you can actually work it out. Because sometimes it truly is a mistake.
Right.
It is a mistake and it happened, and you can't really cry about yesterday's news.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah, but if you do choose to stick together and work it out and have a long marriage after that, then that's a good thing, because we're all human and we are all entitled to a mistake.
Yeah, you just can't throw it back in another's face all the time, otherwise it won't last.
Yeah, that's not going to work. You're going to have to actually get over it or get out of it.
Yeah, numerous studies say that most affairs don't last long. 25% of affairs last under a week. 65% last under 6 months, and 10% last more than 6 months.
Well, how long can you keep it up realistically?
I don't know. Back in the day, you'd hear about people that had credit cards hidden from their spouse. That way they was paying for an apartment or a hotel rooms and things like that.
Yeah.
That way they could go and have fun and give money to the other person that they was seeing.
Yeah.
But, that's a full-blown affair there. That's not just a cheat.
Yeah,
that's a setup with a lot of ties to it.
You got another family in 3 cities down.
Yeah. And it said in there that a lot of men will start cheating when they're done with the relationship, but they're scared to be alone. So they'll start cheating to have something set up for whenever it ends.
Well, okay.
And I could see where some people probably think that. Well, I got to get something lined up. Kind of like I got to have another job lined up before I quit this one.
And to me, it's a shitty thing. If I was the other woman, and I knew I was the other woman, and he's gonna leave his wife for me, the whole cliche situation. Mm-hmm. How comfortable are you as the other woman?
Yeah, because he'll do it again.
He's gonna do it again.
He's done it once. So, yeah.
He's going to do it. This is not the marriage is, if this is a situation where the marriage is actually ending, the two people, they don't even sleep in the same room together. And if they do, it's back to back. They've had no real contact and they're really trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
I might look at it a slight bit differently, but not wholeheartedly differently.
Right.
I would never want to be the other woman in any situation, especially if he left her or was setting me up to be his hollerback, whatever, however you want to say it, and then transitions to me. Well, where does that put me when he's done with me?
Yeah.
So that's how I would look at that.
You'd just be the stepping stone to the next one.
Yeah. So, and so many times men and women are put in that position and are okay with it. And it's like, dude, open your eyes for 5 seconds and take a look around.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to take longer than 5 seconds for you to catch on that.
But
hello.
Some
people have a pattern.
And a lot of people, they don't want to see what's going on around them.
No, they don't.
In any situation, whether it's that or anything else in their lives.
Yeah.
It's all roses and fairy tales. And
it is.
Even when it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's, we're not all designed to be Hallmark movies.
No.
Not everything's going to work out. And you're probably going to end up, ex-wife number 5. So just saying, or ex-husband number 5.
You end up paying alimony or child support for the rest of your life. I mean,
yeah, I'd like to think that I was smarter than that. So
I would like to think that I am. Nobody says that I'm that smart though.
I just, I don't know. Cheating is such a sensitive subject, because like I said, 43% of women would consider who we are together as an affair or cheating.
Right.
And that blows my mind because I'm not good with being friends with the same sex of people. Like, I don't do well with women.
I actually get along better with women than I do men. I can bullshit with them easier. I don't know why. And Candy's the same way. She gets along with men, but and I can see a lot of the people that she knows, her age group. Boy, there's a lot of catty women in there that they're backbiting all the time.
Oh yeah. And
if there's more than 3 in one workplace, one of them always thinks the other two's talking about them, even if they're not.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about women. And I know I've said this several podcast shows back, and it comes up from time to time. I don't know why women are a woman's worst enemy.
Right.
And I've had, like I said, I love the girl group that I have now because it's a secure girl group. There's none of that shit that goes on.
Yeah.
But so many times in my past, it has. And it's always been just a whole blown out of proportion thing. And I do identify with men a little bit more than I do with women. Doesn't mean I want to fuck men.
Right.
I happen to like fucking women. And I can't get it through some women's head, on a platonic level that not every guy that I'm friends with I want to have sex with. I'm very selective about my men. I'm actually more selective about my men than I am my women.
Yeah.
So, it's very, I have a checklist. If I was going to be with some guy, there, and it would have, on a long-term sense here, if I was going to go after some guy, literally there is a checklist. And if he doesn't meet it, then it doesn't turn me on. And that is just point fucking blank.
Well, that's it.
But you can't tell other women that. A lot of other women don't see it. They have viewed me as something wrong because their husband or their boyfriend has chose to come to me to ask me for advice. And I'm usually on the advice for the woman. Like, hey, have a conversation. Just calm down. Don't do anything stupid. I think I might have
heard some of that advice before.
Yeah. Don't do anything stupid. Just...
I'm sure I've heard that word said to me several times.
Yeah, you probably have.
I don't know if it was I was stupid or don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, because I'm going to talk to you like you're my fucking buddy.
Right.
Because that is why guys like me, is because I am basically...
You're one of the guys.
I am one of the guys.
Yeah.
They don't look at me in any other way. They really don't. I am one of the guys. They'll toss me a football and say, hey, my marriage is falling apart. What do I got to do? And it just ends up being a thing where I'll toss the football back and I'll be like, well, you need to fucking do this or that. Because not only am I one of the guys, I also have a woman's perspective of things.
And the first thing you always say is, have you tried oral?
Right. Have you done your ABCs lately? I mean, just say it. You try to write it out with your tongue. That always works.
It sure helps.
Yes, it does.
It loosens things up a lot.
And I am not the girl...
In attitude and everything else.
I'm not the girl that'd be like, oh, go buy her flowers and wine her and dine her. I'm like, no, you just throw her down. Spread them legs and start the alphabet.
Yeah.
Start at A. Or the number 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Friends. If anybody watches Friends, they'll know where it comes from.
I was wondering what that was all about.
Yeah, 7. But yeah, I think that cheating is basically your perspective. So whatever you think cheating is. And please don't listen to magazines. If he buys new underwear, he's cheating.
Oh, yeah.
My God. People, men will...
I understand that on Married with Children.
I understand that men will wear underwear until there's like one little string of fabric
left. They buy underwear that comes in a tube. They're cheating. Oh my gosh. That
is, to me... And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get mail on it where they're all like, oh no, my husband bought all kinds of underwear. Or my wife bought all new underwear. And sure enough, well, okay.
Sometimes it happens, but
sometimes not every time. Don't jump to the conclusion.
Yeah.
Get more concrete evidence.
If Candy was wearing matching sets, I'd start worrying. Because,
okay.
The bras and the panties never match.
No, but she does have matching sets, right?
No.
Candy.
She does not. Please
approve it before you buy it. The man will jump to conclusions and he'll be in my studio bitching. And I'll be saying, now don't do anything stupid.
She goes for comfort.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I don't have anything matching, but if we're talking about color, since I wear everything black.
Well, then, yeah. But no.
So I got black bras and I've got black panties, but they're not like, it's not like a twin set.
Oh, it's
not like a matching set. It's just black on black.
Yeah, it's just a plethora of colors in the panty drawer. And the bras, there's a little more selection now, but used to it was all white.
I cannot.
Heavy duty.
Oh, you gotta have the heavy duty. I got black heavy duty. You gotta have the heavy duty. When you got tits, you gotta have the heavy duty. I have never been one of those women who could afford the luxury of getting something cute and swanky because my tits do not fit in cute and swanky.
Do you wear the Fancy Fit 327?
Shit.
That was another one from Married with Children.
Oh, I see. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know where you're going with this. Yeah.
It's amazing I can remember that.
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember my name half the time.
Yeah, I don't have necessarily matching sets of anything.
No.
And, just, full disclosure, sometimes I go commando, so I don't care. I mean, I will. I don't give two shits. It don't matter to me none.
Yeah, well.
Never commando with a dress, though.
Yeah.
Unless requested.
Yeah, well, you had that happen. Well, almost.
The other day? Oh, yeah. One. Yeah, it's spring, y'all. I was driving down the road, and there was this chick. Now, here's what's funny. She wasn't walking on a sidewalk. She was walking along the side of the road where the grass is, and she was not walking comfortably because of the shoes she was wearing. But she was wearing a red and white sundress.
Oh, I love sundresses.
And it had the split up both sides of it.
Oh, I love those.
So when the wind blew her dress up, she was wearing sheer white panties.
Nice.
And I was like, 'tis the season. Oh, hello.
You're gonna have to get a dash cam so we can see some of that.
I know. You know, that's the thing. I've thought about getting a dash cam for other reasons, but that would be a good perk to have
Max
the
said
dash
picture
cam.
didn't happen.
I know. He's just jealous. He's just jelly he wasn't in the car to see it. Because knowing him, he would have jerked the steering wheel. We would have been in oncoming traffic because he'd been trying to turn that car around.
Yeah, that's one thing good about the wind.
Yeah, and it was so funny. The look on her face when it blew up was she was trying hard to get it to come back down. And it was like,
This young college-age girl or
Yeah.
middle-aged
well, when I say
housewife?
college age, she's probably in her late 20s.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, depends on what your idea of college age is. I didn't go to college until I was 27. So, I mean, I went to culinary school right out of high school, but then I didn't pursue college until later. So,
Well,
when
I
I
was
was
just thinking-
25. I'm sorry,
I was thinking
25.
25 or down.
Yeah, I think she was in her late 20s.
Oh, okay.
If I had to give a guess.
Yeah.
And she was Hispanic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So she was, she had that.
Those white panties really shine
Oh,
good.
yeah,
on
they
that
did.
Nice,
Oh, yeah,
beautiful,
they
beautiful
did.
complexion.
Oh, yeah, they did. And I was just thinking, all my friends are going to be jealous.
Yes, we are.
And boy, I tell you what, as soon as I got the chance to pull over, I was texting y'all in the group going, guess what I saw?
Yeah.
And all I was singing in my head was, come and knock on my door. Trust me, there wouldn't have been no Three's Company with me and her. Just saying.
Jack Tripper could have just stepped out.
Right? So I do have a subject this week.
All right.
Yeah. On celebrities. Celebrities that are been reported bad in bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And here's the
Candy,
thing.
get ready.
Get ready. Hang on. Now here's the thing. You got to take this article that I'm reading with a grain of salt.
Is it out of the not the Enquirer, the World News?
No, it's not. But there's several articles on this subject, but there's some that are conflicting with. So you got to understand that a lot of these reports of these celebrities that were bad in bed, you got to kind of take the source into consideration.
And a Mad X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but some of them came up quite frequently on these lists of bad in bed versus good in bed.
Yeah. So that means if they've been reported several times, then yeah, probably a good chance that it's actual.
Right. So, you got to take that into consideration. So I'm not going to go through like a massive list here. I'm just going to touch on a few.
Oh, you don't want hate mail.
Yeah, I'm not you, dude. I learned from your mistakes.
I'm glad somebody does.
So number one on the list is Eminem.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, you got to understand that some of these are coming from his ex-wife, who he slammed in almost every one of his songs of his first album.
If you say so.
Yeah. And the claims are that he's quite boring, working with a small package, and doesn't last long. Now, to collaborate that, there has been a few groupies that have slept with him that have reported that he doesn't last very long and that his package is quite small.
Huh.
Now, you know how I feel about women who, want to trash some guy for the size of his dick.
Right.
I'm like, let's just leave that out of it. But if you're boring, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't. Paris Hilton. It has been reported several times that she is no fun in the bedroom because of her excessive drug and alcohol use.
Well, I saw a movie called One Night in Paris, and she didn't look like she was much fun.
I've never seen the movie.
It was it was like a 5-minute clip of it or something, and yeah, she looked like she's kind of pretty much just laid there.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that have slept with her that the ones that had admitted ex-boyfriends and stuff that just pretty much said that she is just really boring.
Huh.
Now, J-Lo, on the other hand,
Uh-huh.
they said she is quite exciting.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. And one of J-Lo's exes is on here as being reported as bad in bed.
Oh, really?
So I'm just thinking, is he bad in bed or could he just not keep up with her saucy ass?
I couldn't keep up with her.
Right. Elvis Presley.
Really?
Yeah. Said there was a lot of cases that came out where they said that he was just really bad in bed. They said that he did not know what he was doing in the bedroom at all. So
he was busy playing FBI agent.
Yeah. 50 Cent. He can sing about the candy shop, but he can't find the candy. They say that he doesn't know what to do. An exotic dancer said that during her sexual encounter with the celebrity, he pretty much acted like a 14-year-old boy, and his member was quite small.
Huh.
But she wasn't done yet. When rating his skills from 1 to 10, she gave him a 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Nick Lachey. Of course, you know that he was married to Jessica Simpson.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Well, you have to look him up. I'm not going to go into and explain who he is because, you know, a lot of people know who he is. A lot of people don't care who he is. I'm one that doesn't really care about him.
I really don't care either.
Yeah. So him and Jessica Simpson, they did end their marriage. And Jessica Simpson herself said they had a small package, which caused all the problems in their marriage. And a lot of times she had to fake her orgasms. Angelina Jolie.
Really?
Now, I've read a couple of articles where there are some of her ex-lovers that say she is a firecracker in bed.
Uh-huh.
And then I have read an equal amount of articles that said she sucks. So Billy Bob Thornton, who she was married to, is one of the biggest claims that saying that the sexiest woman in the world is actually boring in bed. And he said it was literally like fucking the couch.
I can see where I've seen clips of her like walking through, you know, a crowded deal, and the way she acts, like she's pretty stuck up, kind of.
Right.
That she would probably be one of those. I could see that.
I could see where her sex performance might be mood based.
Yeah.
Is she in that kind of mood? Because you
can tell when she has an orgasm if she drops her nail file.
Right. Right. I got you, fam.
She's filing her nails while she's having sex because it's boring to her.
Yeah. So when I came across this list, I tried to get a different perspective, you know, for each one that's on this list, just to get a compare and contrast because, you know, it could be situational. That's why I take it with a grain of salt. But I could see, like, there were some articles that said, oh my God, she was the most amazing sex they'd ever had with Angelina Jolie. And then others were like, yeah, no, not so much. So I think hers might be mood-based.
Could be.
So I don't know. I wonder what Brad Pitt has to say about it.
It's one of those deals where also it's like, ooh, I got to bang Angelina Jolie.
Right.
They're so excited by it.
Exactly.
Even if she wasn't no good, they wouldn't know the difference.
Tiger Woods.
Well, there's plenty of women that would know.
Yeah, a lot of them came out and said that he is not so good. He's a pretty selfish lover, and that if he's not a pro in the bed, so he needs practice. So yeah, that sucks. Taylor Swift.
Imagine that.
Yeah, the superstar has dated a legion of Hollywood men. None of those relationships worked out, and now we may know why. Reportedly, some of her past lovers have found her to be quite childish when it comes to the bedroom. All she wants to do is kiss for hours on end, but doesn't want to do much more than that. A lot of people have said she's basically a prude.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And I always look at how thick her hair is. Imagine if she let her bush grow, how bad it would be.
Ew. Dude. Russell Brand. Now, I've heard conflicting information about him because he is actually, I think, a qualifiable sex addict. I think he's been in treatment for it before. But a lot of women say that he doesn't last very long. Katy Perry later married him and wasn't very impressed, and that she said that was the reason for her divorce is because the sex was so lackluster.
Wow.
So, but then there's other reports that say that man is a fucking genius in bed and very thoughtful and knows his way around a fucking woman. So, what's the truth here?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. Dating one of the sexiest women in the world, J-Lo.
Yeah.
And it seems
was... now married to her.
Yeah. Apparently, sources claim that the actor didn't have the necessary skills to satisfy the Latin lover. So, yeah.
Tag team.
Right?
Tag me in.
Yeah, tag me in. Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, I've heard reports of that.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day, but them later years, a lot of the women said, yeah, that was pretty disgusting, that what they had to go through to live in the mansion.
Well, I can understand it would be disgusting, but they say he's terrible in bed, that he is a 2-minute shocker.
Hey, I'm 3.
Yeah, you got him beat. Charlie Sheen.
Oh, really?
Now, along with Russell Brand and Angelina Jolie, this kind of goes
conflicting stories.
Yeah, it kind of goes either way. Some women say that he is the most fantastic lover they have ever had, and some say that he is selfish. He's a very selfish lover, and he only cares about his own pleasure.
I could see that.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
No reports that are on this particular article or any others about him not lasting very long or having a small package. And he's just selfish. That's mainly the ones that I got from that. So yeah, there is my take on.
It makes you wonder. Some of those women that said that they was the best after others said it was not so good.
Right.
Had they just never had good sex before?
Like Eminem's whole deal. Like I said, in his lyrics, he spent a lot of time being very mean and rude in his lyrics towards his ex-wife, Kim. Pretty sure there's good reason for it. So her lashback would be to say, oh, well, he's got a small dick and he can't fuck.
Right.
That would be my rebuttal if somebody slammed me to the world and wished me dead and fantasized of my murder. Yeah, little dick motherfucker. I'd scream it to the fucking hilltops.
Wow.
But the fact that there were other women that said that Eminem kind of sucked in bed, but who knows? You gotta really gauge the source of some of this shit.
Yeah. Well, hit him up. Tell us how it went.
Yeah, I know. And it also begs me to ask the question. I mean, you see it on Reddit all the time where somebody will ask the random question, have you ever fucked a celebrity or celebrity-like? It could be a local celebrity, I mean, if more than 100 people know him, I consider that a celebrity.
There's a few of them I wouldn't mind.
Right. So, hey, hit us up, dirtytalktp@gmail.com. If you fucked a celebrity, we want to know. We won't even call you out, but we will call the celebrity out.
Yeah. Yeah. There's several on the news channels I see that I'm like, hell yeah.
Okay, so if you had the chance to fuck a celebrity, who would it be?
Boy, there's so many good-looking weather girls. It's hard to decide.
Oh, you're going for local.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're going for the ones you could get.
The ones I might actually meet.
You might actually bump into at Costco.
Yeah. I'd probably be like drooling out of my mouth, and I'd be able to say
Candy is sitting there right now with her legs crossed, with her notepad out. Like, oh, we ain't going to Costco. Or Walmart.
Yeah. You just stay home. I'll do the shopping.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
I think she's pretty safe with you at Winco Foods.
Yeah.
You're not going to run into any local celebrities there?
Probably not. No. I see some lovely ladies there, though. I will admit,
But they're not celebrities.
No, they're not celebrities.
So there you go. I don't know of a local celebrity that I would want to... Not even any of the local weather girls.
I don't know of any that local celebrities I've ever met.
I mean, I'm not sitting at home in bed at 6 a.m. watching the morning news flicking a bean to any of them. So...
Well, it's not like I'm rubbing one out looking at them. I'm like, I wonder.
Well, okay, maybe wonder. We all wonder what they're like in bed. We all wonder what the average person's like in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, for Christ's sake... But no local celebrities. Now, big name celebrities, I've already said mine a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, and everybody knows that's Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
During the Justified days. These days, he's losing something for me. So, it is what it is.
And I still see Tia Carrera on Facebook a lot. She's still lovely.
So, yeah. Hey, listeners, hit us up. dirtytalktp@gmail.com. Let us know what celebrity you would want to bang. Because, everybody has their celebrity go-to. And everybody has that one celebrity that they watch all their movies, good, bad, or ugly, just because that person's in it. I mean, there's always that.
See what they're dressed in.
Yeah.
Can I see a little extra on this one? No.
That's funny. My my list of celebrities started where I really wanted to do top known musicians that were bad in bed. But my God, that list went on and on. There were musicians that I'm like, who?
Yeah.
And I know of a lot of musicians and bands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. There's like 5 bands that were on one of those lists that I'm thinking, okay, maybe people will know who those bands are. The rest of them, it's like, who cares about this trumpet player from the 1960s?
Yeah, exactly.
So I could not find a good list on musicians that were bad in bed. And maybe I need to try harder.
You're sitting there thinking, Bing Crosby.
Right? Really? What? And then I found a list of the type of musicians that gets the most action. And believe it or not, it is not a guitar player.
Huh.
Pianist.
Really?
Yeah. That's why the piano's on the desk. Trying to see if I can perfect my skills here.
I think you're making that up now.
Yeah. No, it really was. They said that the most people that get the most action in bed is a pianist. And it makes me wonder.
Okay, that survey came out in the 80s in Europe with all the European guitars and the keyboard players.
Might have. I don't know. I found it odd
Tears
too.
for Fears music and stuff like that.
Because I'm telling you right now, you get me a long-haired guy in a top hat, and his name happens to be Slash, I'm all about it. I'll flick a bean to that poster.
Jeez.
Wait, I have. Hold on, is this 1994?
That was already broke up and out the door by then, wasn't they?
Not quite.
Oh, pretty close, though.
No, you're maybe right. 94? Yeah, they might have been. Yeah, because I think that's when Nirvana came out and killed Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Sorry, Max. I'm going to hear about this one later.
Nirvana. Never could stand that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, the grunge music just didn't ever do it for me.
Oh, God. Well,
a bunch of moaners. That's all it was.
Please send him hate mail, folks. Again, dirtytalktp@gmail.com. He really needs hate mail.
I like hair bands.
Well, of course you do. I mean, hair bands are hair bands, and I'm on both sides of the fence. I love my hair bands, and I like my 90s grunge. And of course, I like my country too.
Yeah.
And I like my classical. I like all kinds of music, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But it just surprised me. And what's funny is that Kenny G was a sex symbol because of his saxophone, his type of saxophone. So they said that he actually brought the percentage of fuckable saxophonists up a few points.
I thought that was Bill Clinton.
I don't know anybody that wants to fuck Bill Clinton, but Monica Lewinsky, that's it.
There was a few others in there too.
I don't know. He is not sexy to me. What is it about him that people think is sexy?
He had the nuclear codes. He was the most powerful man in the world.
Okay, so it's a power trip thing.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, let's go on personality, looks, charismatic. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but he did play a saxophone.
I know. I remember him playing the saxophone.
He played it on what show was that? It was
Jay Leno?
No, it was
Letterman.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
I'm pretty sure he played it on that.
Well, it didn't make him sexy.
No.
But I'm sure somebody out there was like, I want to fuck that man.
I'm sure there was a few.
I don't get it. Hey, any Bill Clinton lovers out there, hit us up. Well, our hour is up.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, it's been a fun hour. I should let you go first more often.
But I finished quick.
Yeah. Might have had something to do with our numbers dwindling at the second half of every show. So I figured we get you out of the way. No, I'm joking. I'm playing with you.
Wow.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
You're so mean to me because I never see numbers. I just have to believe what you say.
Well, yeah. All you have to do is ask. Just ask to see behind the curtain, and I'll let you see it.
Pay no attention to that person behind the curtain.
Right? All right, guys, I do hope that you are still listening. And if you are, please always hit us up and join our Facebook group, Dirty Talk with Tammi and Preacher. You can always reach out to us at our website, www.tammypreacher.com. That is Tammi with an I, Preacher with a P. If you listened to last week, you will know. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous Taboo Tuesday.
And remember, if the sex isn't fun, you're not doing it right.